conference matchups always elevate the pressure. The heart beats a little faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Ole Miss Rebels, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Rebels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Takes the handoff. It's Powell. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
They'll run it from the gun. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Finds his man. It's Powell. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
We're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, fourth down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
The Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Handoff from the gun. There he goes. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 20. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
And he added the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success in the...
Breaks into the open on the left. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They'll give it to the back. Breaks into the open. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Gonna run it. It's Powell. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I love teams that make it a priority to run the football, and they have today. Another good run by this running back. He's been doing it all night, over 100 yards on the day. Really, really good night for this year.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Gator! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's McCord. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The play fake on first down to throw. He's turning it loose into the middle. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. They'll ride the hot hand.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Second down, he'll throw it. Working that left side now. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to pass, it's Barnett. It's complete to the right. Give him 6. Touchdown, Florida!
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Coming out with it, it's Watkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They're dealing with a second and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Fires to the big fella. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
The number one goal as a defense is try to hit the QB as many times as possible. Try to rattle him, try to get him flustered a little bit. Nice job of getting there, getting the hit on him, but nice job of executing by the quarterback. Taking the hit, delivering the strike.
Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Rushes on him. Caught over the middle. It's Watkins. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's fourth and short, fourth and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But fourth and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Deep shot for the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Offense gets set for second down. The give to the lone running back. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Found the spot in the defense. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to barrel in. He found some running room, but needed just a few inches more to put it in the end zone. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Gators!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's McCord. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Starts a drive trying to go up top. With the catch, it's Abrams. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to hit him with a quick game on 1st down, and nothing doing there. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Quarterback empties his backfield. He might want another play. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Fires on the move. He's open on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. And the Gators can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Makes the grab. It's Powell. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Florida. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Bring in the heat. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball?
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, it's McCord. Spits it out to the back. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I want to give a shout-out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night. Got some room to run. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive.
Oh, a lot of space. The 20, the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rebels!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. He's over 150 yards on the ground. Powerful running from him, and the Gators have a long list of guys who've done that, led by the great Emmitt Smith.
Unbelievable list. And you can go Ernest Graham, you can go Fred Taylor, you can go back as far as you want. Guys, you gave them the ball, great things happen. They could run you over, they could run around you, so they're going to continue to feature this guy because he's a lot like those greats.
Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He's going for it all. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Here's a heat. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he'll pick up the 1st down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man, really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass, but then what happens?
Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Gators! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Another touchdown for this guy, and he's starting to get in a groove the way Terry Dean did when he set the single-game record with 7 touchdowns.
Another one. I mean, just putting up stats. This guy's finding the end zone, and he can do it all. Just showing it off left and right. When you play in such a physical league like the SEC, but you got a guy like this that can get an extra 1st down and really keep those chains moving and score big plays and big touchdowns, good luck stopping him.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game plan. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
And the Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Rebels will go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the 2nd half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Got some room headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
There's a couple of ways to deal with quarterbacks that can run like that so well. QB contain. Keep those ends outside and wide. Keep them in the pocket. And put a spy on it.
Sneaks it in.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
To the air, it's Barnett. Buys a little extra time. Lets it fly deep downfield.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And this has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game.
A shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He makes the grab.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They're working that left side. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
Going for 6. And that one is picked up in the end zone. The football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Finds his man. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Might be looking to run. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Makes the grab on the big throw. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Florida! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, while we have a moment, let's peek in on what's going on in a big one in the American. North Texas is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over Tulane. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Gators sending the offense back to work. To throw, it's Barnett. He'll take a deep shot here. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. Got room on the return.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. And I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Here's the pressure. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
Fires to the tight end. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. The Rebels will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. Under fire. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
The Gators trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air, it's Barnett. Catch inside the 25. Sprinting all the way, he'll take it to the house, but there is a flag on the field. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. New set of downs after the completion.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quick.
There he goes. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
Got his man on the right. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll move the tight end. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. That's caught. It's Lewis. Still on his feet. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
I tell you, I love the mentality by this offense right now. They've got a pretty big lead. They're still being aggressive, taking shots, and they're finding the matchups they like. And, man, they're taking advantage right now.
They want that clock to run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called, guys, offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. To the air. It's McCord. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah.
He'll try to take it back. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Watkins. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Got the back over the middle. No chance to run, but still a good gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Looking to throw, it's McCord. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Breaks into the open. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Gator. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
He makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. I don't think it would have killed them to kick it there. They'll try to follow that last touchdown with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Back to throw, it's Barnett. It's picked off, and that's number 10. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for the big play. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback may change this route. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it, and the offense should be able to run out the clock.